I've been covering this for decades, but when you talk about a consistent dehumanization of people, that's how you get to this point. Because it's just, I mean, when I was reporting inside the detention centers in 2011, okay, during the Obama administration, the way that people spoke inside were like, oh, who cares if they get food with maggots? Oh, who cares if they're getting beaten up? They're just a bunch of illegals, right? So you are just consistently dehumanizing people, and then it's like, oh, well, so if you can't find the mother, you can't find the kid,
But to that point, when President Trump likes to say, this isn't a new policy, it's always existed, if you could just help us understand what that means, because when you're saying you're in those centers in 2011,
right,
and we're saying this is new, help us understand the difference, because it is new that children as young as 3 years old have to represent themselves in court.
Actually, no.
Oh, I'm wrong.
It's not new. So children have been coming to this country for years. The first time that I was covering this was during the Elian Gonzalez story, which is like 20 years ago. Okay, so that's when we first started seeing children coming. So the officials, both Republicans and Democrats, and the officials have known that this is happening. So the fact that they don't have a plan is, again, part and parcel of the fact that they don't really care. You know, the reporter was saying how the kids complain about it being cold inside. Stephanie, there's a name that anybody who has been through this system knows. It's a word. It's called hielera. Hielera. It means the icebox. So for years, agents take children, women, men, and the first thing that they do when they encounter them, when they're sweaty and cold from coming from the border, is they put them into something called la hielera. The children are now, and these are terms that everybody knows, la perrera. It's a dog cage. Children talk about these terms. In the communities that I cover, these are terms that are very fluent. So, for example, yes.
But there's always, we're just hearing that 3-year-olds have to defend themselves in court. That's always been the case?
Because immigrants who are caught up into the immigration process do not have due process in the sense that they do not have a judge. I mean, a lawyer. If they want a lawyer, they have to pay for one. How is a 3-year-old supposed to pay for one? So one of the things that's new is that, yes, you have children that are actively being separated by the zero tolerance policy. By the way, it's still happening. There is discretion on the ground where ICE agents can still be separating a parent from their child, even though we have this executive order. It's important to know this. So more, Stephanie, how do you wrap up 30 years? But we're trying. Thank you for asking.